Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to Talk to Garami TV. Before we go any further, I just want to give a quick shout out to all of the new viewers, the new subscribers, and everyone that has been supporting the channel so far. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz. Thank you so much. And to all my OG viewers, what's up and how you doing? I hope everybody is feeling pretty good. We've been able to get some solid gameplay in, and we're just trying to keep it really diverse. This particular game that we're going to be looking at is a 1 versus 1 series of games that we played recently at BB Gun Osaka. And these games in particular were very difficult for me. Well, for me, usually when I was in IG, I got the chance to play pretty often. When I had a day off or something, I would go into the training center or the training area and do some shooting, or I would play some day games or usually night games. For those of you guys who have been following the channel for a while, or even before that, if you follow my social media, you know that before I was definitely playing a lot of nights over there at the time. Anyway, to make a long story short, these are rough ones, man. And I did debate a lot on posting them, but my whole thing is, like, when I'm posting these type of matches, I want to keep it as realistic as possible and as honest as possible for the viewer, so they can kind of see that, every gun tuber or airsofter on YouTube, who plays regularly, especially in Japan, we go through this because of the difficulties of the one-hit rule set playing here, and it's very unforgiving, especially in CQB situations. So for me, my awareness overall went down. Since I got to Osaka, I haven't been playing a lot of high-level games with really good people like I used to. And anyway, regardless of that, BB Gun does have a good mix of players and hobbyist people who do come in. So there are days where you do really get good games, and this was one of those days. So this guy in particular, this was my first time playing with him, and he did rag me really well. So for those of you guys who saw the video that was recently put out with the Desert Eagle kill, this is the same guy. But like, as I mentioned before, for those of you guys who commented, who sent me a message, I was going to post the entire gameplay from that particular day or that night, and this is that gameplay. So that might have been the one time that you're gonna see on this video where I got the upper hand on him. Throughout the whole night, he ragged me pretty much, and that's exactly what you're going to see. I tried to switch it up a lot using the Carbonate M45 and what was the other gun? The Desert Eagle that I did have that day, to shoot. I didn't bring anything in particular to be tactical. I just wanted to take the Desert Eagle out because there was just so much time in between games, especially when I was in Aichi. I never really used it because for me, when I was running rifles, it never really ran so well with my kit. I did it one time in a game where I went Desert Eagle and MWS, and I did okay. It wasn't that much of a good loadout, so usually I don't use it. But in this particular game, or in these particular games, I decided to use it, and I did run into a bit of some problems, because there's a issue with the safety on this particular gun right now, and a lot of it is caused by the fact that I did modify the sights on the gun, and in order to do that, you have to take out the safety switch. So when I put the safety switch back in, I might have put some oil inside of the slide, which could be the reason why my safety is not really loose. But regardless, I can still fire at a really good rate with it if the safety is not an issue. So we've just been taking it out today and just trying to get some during that day and trying to get some trigger time off it, and it still works pretty well, I would say so. And then in addition to that, the Carbonate M45, which has been, you know, a handgun that I've used a lot recently, especially in the Gunfight 2.0 video, as well as some of the other CQB videos from last year. The gun has, I'd say for right now, has held up really well overall. I definitely say that. I think it is probably one of the most reliable guns you can use, and if you like 1911s, it's the same platform. There's not really a whole lot that can go wrong with it, as long as you make sure when you do get this particular gun that I'd recommend that you change the guide rod to a shock absorbing guide rod, and in addition to that, you should also modify your springs as well. So having a good overall spring and guide rod system can save the slide for those of you guys that have been having problems with Carbonate slides. And my model, I think, was one of the newer ones that came with a warranty, so maybe they did reinforce those slides. But anyway, still overall a very awesome gun, but it doesn't make much of a difference. This guy, this guy is probably like an unsung hero. I can definitely tell that he is someone who has been playing Airsoft or Sabage in Japan for a very long time. And even though you may not know him, if you watch this video, you're gonna know who he is. He rags me. The gun he was running was an FNX 45 Tokyo Marui pistol. The red dot that he was using, I think, was a pro sight. I'm not exactly sure. It could be another red dot, but it was a very good one because he shot me from corners that I usually don't get shot in. Like, I just literally, in some instances during this video, you're gonna see me taking fire from corners, and you may not even know where it's going to be coming from because you can't see. But he held down the corners really well. He was able to shoot me a lot. Usually I don't get hit in the face that much. I've been getting shot a lot in the face recently. And you know, this guy, he really pushed me during this whole entire game, and there wasn't a whole lot I was able to do with him. At one point in time, he even got to my back. I haven't had anybody on my back since maybe my first year in Airsoft. It's been a little while, but this particular map that we're playing on right now is a really difficult map to play on, but that's not an excuse. It's very dark, and even though you can use your tactical lights, you got to be very careful when you do use them. And as you do, the worst thing you can do here, I think, at BB gun is risk exposure, whether it is a sound or any type of indication for someone to know where you are. If they hear your footsteps, that's it. If they see a tactical light, if they see a laser or something, then that's it. Once somebody knows where you are, you're in big trouble, and you have to try to move. The barricades are set up in a very weird way, so it's kind of difficult to, you know, kind of think about where you would need to go in order to get that type of cover. So, you know, in addition to that, I just tried my best to kind of stick to a strategy and to move, not really so much be really regimented, but I just tried to move around a lot and keep him guessing. The tools that I used for the job, they weren't that bad, but they could have been a lot better. The Desert Eagle has a good enough firing rate, I think, to be effective in this situation. And seeing as it runs on the 134 gas, and the trigger is as good as it should be for that type of gun, I was able to have some success. But that was just one little brief engagement. That wasn't the whole match. The majority of this particular match, I struggled, and I can definitely tell you, for as of right now, that I'm shooting way less just because of just work, and it's very difficult to find very suitable places for training here. So at the moment, I'm looking into some stuff I can do, like with my house, but I will be heading back to Aichi pretty soon to get some of that crucial time in. I was training a lot more before I moved because of the location and what I had access to in that area. That made a big difference for me. My accuracy was up, my timing was up, because I was using the shot timer. For those of you guys who don't know about my shot timer, go and check out the Special Pi shot timer video that's somewhere in the shadow realm in my video list, if you have time and if you would like. But that's pretty much what the situation is. Training is very important, guys. When your training goes down, take this video, save it, watch it or watch it over again. Or if you play Airsoft, and if you've seen me play, you can literally take a 1 versus 1 that I've done in the past and just put it next to this video and just see like what I'm doing, and I'm pretty sure that I made a lot of mistakes. I haven't really even watched over all of the footage that I did for that day and just kind of dissected what I did, but I knew that I made a lot of mistakes, and every single time when I made a mistake, he made me pay for it severely. And that's ultimately what 1 versus 1 is. The first person who makes a mistake dies, and there's just no way around it. So yeah, he ran the FN really well with the laser. He pretty much was able to hone in and he's very tight with his angles, and he finds really good spots. I'm not sure what else he used for the day. I think it was just that. He had an MP7, but to be honest with you, he didn't need it. The M45 recoil, as per usual, is very strong, and you have to work on all those recoil management skills. It was a while for me since I shot it. I think the last time I shot it was when I played those Mark 18 games back in the spring. So it's been a long time since I shot that gun, and everything just felt awkward. I felt like I never shot a CO2 gas blowback handgun ever. So yeah, training is very important, guys. If your field has a training facility or a shooting range, utilize it, please. Most of them, you can rent them for at least 2K, 2,000 yen if you're here for 2 hours, which is pretty good, I think. And most fields, if you ask to use the range, they'll grant you that flexibility. So I did do a CQB training video at CQB Cafe last year with the USB compact and the USP, and I filmed a lot of training videos at Hexera's gunfight area. And to be honest with you, I will be focusing on another one very soon that will be coming, and there is no timetable on that whatsoever, in addition to the other features that have no timetable on them whatsoever, because everybody is busy and I relocated, so that's what I get. So yeah, I can definitely attribute this drop in performance to just the overall lack of play and the overall just lack of dry firing or just doing basic shooting drills. And when you don't do those drills, and your mind is not as sharp, you start to lose awareness, and that's ultimately what happened to me during these games. I lost complete awareness of what was going on. But in addition to that, this guy was a good sport, and we had a lot of fun playing with him, and we had fun shooting on the range and a little bit after that, and he was just really cool. We had a good conversation, I think, after, and it was really good to meet somebody who's just a good player, and there's so many of them. Airsoft in Japan is a sport, just like, to me, any other sport. It's like a niche sport, but nonetheless, it's a sport that people do, and it makes you move, it makes you think, it makes you sweat. It's exhilarating. Ultimately, it's fun. If it wasn't fun for me, I wouldn't be doing it, definitely. So it's just something that, for me, it's really fun, and it helps me beat stress during this time. So once again, no timetable on the training videos, no timetable on the vlogs or whatever else was supposed to be in the pipeline. Everything else is, for the most part, is on ice. So the goal right now is to try to get more games at other fields if it's possible and if it's feasible, depending on where it is. I'm doing my best. Here it's a little bit difficult for some reason, to get really quality games in Osaka that are so much indoors. So for the most part, for the next few big games, I'm probably going to have to go out to Nara Prefecture and get some solid gameplay for you guys as well. So for all the viewers, guys, once again, don't forget to drop your comments and let me know what you guys are thinking. How do you like the content? If you're new, just feel free. It's open forum on my channel to just, you know, comment whatever you feel like. Also support the posts, support the vlogs. I mean, yeah, the polls and the posts. So just drop comments in those, engage, get those engagements up. Once again, guys, click on the links if you can. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Please join the Discord. Check out the Discord, guys. Log on. Check the Discord. Check. We're on Instagram. Well, I'm on Twitter, but we're definitely on Instagram. So, guys, just check that out. Tune in and let me know what you guys want to see. This was a painful one to post, but it was a necessary one, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot more coming once I start to kind of, you know, head out and just, you know, pretty much deal with guys that are that good like that and get those kind of reactions and those looks. That's what I'm looking forward to overall. So once again, there'll be definitely some more stuff on the pipeline. I will be heading back out to IG. So for those of you guys who can understand this video, you know, take that information and use it in any which way you can and whichever way you like. So that's pretty much what that's going to be. Once again, this is Tactical Ashigurami TV. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the noti bell, all that good jazz. Thank you guys so much for your unwavering support and dedication towards the channel. We're growing and we're projected to reach our goal hopefully by the end of this year. Once again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. There'll be more content on the way. Thank you. Take care.